Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the one true God, and Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. And I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and I want to send salutations to all the Akim throughout the four corners of the earth, exalting the name of Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, in truth and in sincerity. Alright, so this lesson is going to be about the Purge law that is going to be started at the beginning of next year in Illinois, where basically all these different crimes that you see listed, if you did commit these crimes, they're going to be, the prisoners are going to be able to be let out of prison, those that committed these crimes. It says right here, aggravated battery, aggravated DUI, aggravated fleeing, arson, burglary, drug, introduced homicide, intimidation, kidnapping, robbery, second-degree murder, threatening a public official. It says, under the new law, after being charged with these crimes listed, those arrested will be released without bail pending a court date. So if you commit these crimes, you'll be released without bail pending a court date, man. So it's almost like you're getting away with murder in a way. It's almost like you're not really afraid of being detained, because it's a higher, basically, it's less of a risk of you spending a ton of time in prison for committing these acts, man. All right. So you'll listen to this, I guess you could say, this law enforcement officer speak on it. Pay attention.
As of January 1st, 2023, the following things will go into effect, and people need to be aware of this. It abolishes cash bail for almost every offense. This includes, but isn't limited to, kidnapping, armed robbery, second-degree murder, drug-induced homicide, aggravated DUI, threatening a public official, and aggravated fleeing and eluding. Offenders released on electronic monitoring have to be in violation for 48 hours before law enforcement can act. They could almost drive to Alaska before we can even look for them. It denies victims their constitutional rights. And keep this in mind, businesses and homeowners, officers will no longer be able to remove trespassers from your residence or your businesses. Someone could decide to live in your shed, and all we can do is give them a ticket. You have to decide what level of force is required to remove them.
So basically what they're saying is you're on your own. You're on your own, man. You're on your own out here, all right, when they sign this bill. All right, I don't even see how this could even help. I mean, I don't understand why would you even do this, but this is Esau, and this is Babylon, and this is what it is, man. All right, they even in the scriptures talk about how they wanted Barabbas, who was a murderer, instead of Yahweh Shai, who was the savior. All right, so it's like they're gonna give you your murderers, your thieves, and etc. etc. You're gonna get it, man. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get all of that. All right, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna reap what you sow. The way the world is turning and things of that nature. All right, things are gonna get worse. And it could create in a society like to where they it's almost like they want it to collapse, man. You know what I mean? Like they want these freaks out here, man. They want these freaks while walking the streets, man. All right, they want it like that. It's almost like they want chaos. So it says right here, Matthew 24:12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So out here, the love of many is going to wax cold, man. All right, when these people unleash hell out here, man. And you start seeing all kind of mischief and violence out here, and people are gonna be like, "Well, I wonder why is so much crime?" Hey, listen, bro, it's so much crime right now happening without this bill. Imagine what's gonna happen when they sign it, man. They pass it. You're gonna have all these freaks out here in the street, man. And it's gonna feel like they can get away with anything. Hell, the idiots right now running the streets are damn near getting away with anything now anyway, man. Shit, I mean, listen, the police force is so damn stressed, they're committing suicide out here in Chicago, man. You know what I'm saying? Chicago is one of the most crime-ridden cities, man, next to Philadelphia. And then you got law enforcement in California saying, listen, man, don't come here on vacation. We can't protect you, man. These people are publicly telling you they can't protect you. Imagine that, man. Imagine the law enforcement publicly telling you, listen, don't come here to vacation because we probably can't protect you. That's how bad things are getting. So the love of many is waxing cold, man. All right? It's going to get worse and worse out here. All right, this is 2nd Esdras 6:22. It says, and suddenly the show places appear unshown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found emptied, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. All right, so these storehouses, man, whatever it be, man, whether it be like electronics, whether it be like Home Depot type places, or whether it be food restaurants, things of that nature, stores, grocery stores, it's going to be emptied out here, man. All right, you remember what happened when the pandemic started? All right, it was people were all rioting and raiding stores, man. All right, and they're doing all kind of crazy stuff to each other. Look at what we do to each other during Black Friday. And Black Friday, saying people were stabbing each other. A girl got stabbed over an item by an adult. You know what I mean? People rush to stores like crazy over, material things. Imagine when there's no food out here. Imagine that. Imagine when, you go to the store and you know what, the shelves right now are empty. I saw a meme where they said, man, it looks like the grocery stores are in need of a grocery store. That's that's crazy. But, it's gonna get worse, man. All right, verse 24. And at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. All right? So friends going to fight against each other like enemies, man. All right? That's what you're going to get out here. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like hell on earth. Friends are going to turn against each other. That's how bad it's going to get out here. The guy you've been golfing with for 10 years, man, and, you go and you have your, you invite him into your man cave and you watch games and you're cool with him and, you're cool with his wife and his kids and, hey, that dude's going to turn on you, man. That guy's going to turn on you in those days. So, people are going to turn on each other, man. It's going to be lawlessness out here, man. It's almost like they're creating it right now with these different laws and stuff. And it's crazy. People have a hard time protecting themselves now, man. So it's going to get bad out here. Really, really bad. It's going to get worse. All right? But for those of the elect, man, the Lord's got you covered. He's got you covered, with protection by the angels. So with that, all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai.